Titletown hosted two big playoff games, including our game of the week as LCA visited Danville. Only one moves on. In Class 6A, Frederick Douglass hoped to extend its first season by one more game, but Scott County had home field advantage. And Montgomery County and Madison Southern met on the Eagles field, a game that was decided by less than a touchdown in the regular season. LEX18 High School Sports Zone starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to the award-winning LEX18 High School Sports Zone with Mr. Farmer. I'm Alan Kettler.
Each of the 6 football classes were down to the quarterfinal game. Schools were just 3 wins away from claiming a state championship.
And as everyone knows, when you talk about state championships, you got to talk about Titletown, where Danville and Boyle County both had home games tonight.
All right, let's start with Kyle Scott, who was at our game of the week in the rematch between LCA and Danville.
For the third year in a row, LCA and Danville meet in the quarterfinals. First possession for the Admirals, and Zach Thornton takes it in for 6. PAT good. The Eagles went 3 and out on their first 2 possessions, while the Ads found the end zone on their first 2. That's Tanner Ford looking into the lens after 6. But the Eagles would make this a 7-point game at the half. Josh McClurg, the quick hit to Drayden Burton, 14-7 at the break. Second half started just like the first. Touchdown after touchdown for the Admirals. That's Thornton to Demarie Van Cleve, and the Admirals run away with this one, 49-7.
It's a great feeling. We just need to keep on working and get that ring. Zach Thornton, our quarterback, threw some good passes there in the second half to really put the, they were giving us balls down the field, and we hadn't really, it was good scouting by them because we hadn't really been able to do that earlier in the year, and, we were able to connect down and make some big plays.
We usually play this team same round every year, and we know how good they are athletically, and just they're a very coachable team, and we knew that we had to have a better preparation than last time because we kind of slept the first half of the game, so I think we did pretty well.
So the Admirals are now 2 wins away from their 11th state championship. I'm Kyle Scott at Admiral Stadium, but let's stay in Titletown and go just a few miles down the road to Boyle County High School, where we find Dorian Kraft.
Hey there, Kyle. Well, of course, you can't talk about Titletown without talking about Boyle County. 7 of the 17 state championships belong to the Rebels. They are all on that bell that is hanging up behind me. And Boyle County looking every bit a contender for an 8th as they took on Lexington Catholic. First Rebels possession, 3 plays, 3 handoffs to Tanner Crawford. The last one ends in a 10-yard touchdown. Lex Cath fumbled the ball on back-to-back possessions. The second one leads to a 17-yard touchdown pass from Reed Lanter to Landon Bartleson. Bartleson's 3rd score of the half. That makes it 36-0 Boyle. Knights got on the board just before the half. Bo Allen to Gavin Cameron, but it is too little too late as Boyle County wins big, 57-15.
Our guys came out of the chutes, just out of the blocks, ready to get with it, and I think we got after them pretty good early. I was really proud of our guys. They came out, they wanted it, and they left it all on the field.
We knew how big of a game this was, and we weren't going to let them send them away. So we came out the game hot, and we just kept going until the final whistle blew. We can only stop ourselves, and if we believe it, we can achieve it, and that's what we're believing.
Although he credited his offensive line, make no mistake, Tanner Crawford had a huge game for the Rebels tonight. 11 carries for 232 yards and 4 touchdowns. He came up big when Boyle County needed him the most. Covering the Rebels from Boyle County, Keith and Allen, back to you.
Thanks, Dorian. We're down to 2 teams in Class 6A. Unfortunately, Frederick Douglass and Scott County had to play each other. The Cardinals with home field advantage, where they beat the Broncos back in early October, 55-21. Scott County would strike first. The end around to Bryce Freeman, but watch this as he is headed towards the end zone. Tackled, fumbles, it goes into the end zone where the Cardinals land and easily falls on it for the score, 7-0 Scott County. On the kickoff, Broncos looking to return it, but it's fumbled. Bronson Brown picks it up, almost scores. The Cardinals would punch it in from there for a 14-0 lead. After a Bryce Freeman touchdown run, Frederick Douglass scores as Gavin Bugg finds Hayden Hunt for the touchdown, but Freeman would score again. Scott County moves on 43-13. 11-1 Corbin, and it had to go on the road to face 8-4 Powell County. Redhounds score first with this rush down the side of the field from Chase Estep. Look at the parade of blockers. Wasn't even touched, I don't think, until the very end at the end zone, 7-0 Corbin. Corbin continues the streak with an amazing display from Christian Goslin as it looks like he's headed out of bounds. Turns on a dime, glides on Bayou for the touchdown, makes it 13-0 there. Pirates will score later, but too little too late. Corbin advances with a 50-14 win over Powell.
Keith, a couple of our teams matched up in Class 5A. Montgomery had the home field advantage in the regular season, but Madison Southern won in a shootout, 36-30. This time the Eagles hosted the playoff game. Picking up, Madison Southern quarterback Layden Stacy gives it to Carter Smith. This kid is fast, fast, fast. So they get the early lead. Montgomery on the goal line, Gage Jones scores, but Madison Southern wins 61-20. How about 7-5? Mercer County went on the road to play 10-2 Collins. Mercer gave it everything it had, but Collins wins 34-28.
11-1 Wayne County traveled to Louisville to face 8-4 Western, and well, Wayne for the touchdown. They would have no problem rolling on the road, 45-18.
How about Southwestern 10-2 hosting Harlan in 5A? This is Mickens scoring. He will do it, and Harlan wins 23-18. And as always,
we hope your favorite team won.
Coming up, a little round ball next. What happened?
Did we miss a highlight?
No. No, it matched.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Nope, you did good.